Welcome to Fly Easy Not Crazy. Today we are going over the Phoenix Bravo transition. First, we'll see where you can find the documentation and what is the Phoenix Bravo transition. Then, we'll fly the West and East transition. You can find a link to each section of this video in the description. As a reminder, I am a commercial pilot, I am not a CFI, and I'm just sharing my personal experience. Remember to subscribe, press the like button, and you can follow me on Instagram at FlyEasyNotCrazy. First, where can you find the documentation for the transition? If you have ForFly, click on Documents, FAA, scroll all the way down, Visual Chart Supplement, and you have the Phoenix supplement here. And in the supplement, you can find the VFR transition. If you don't have ForFly, and if you have the Phoenix stack, you can find the transition on the top left corner right here. If you don't have the Phoenix stack, then you can go to Sky Vector, click on Chart, Stack, and select the Phoenix stack. And you can find the transition at the same place, right here. In this area, the Bravo airspace goes from the surface all the way up to 9,000 feet. If you don't know about the Phoenix Bravo transition, you will need to go around this area. The transition allows you to fly over the east or west side of Phoenix Airport, from the north to the south, or vice versa. Let's take a look at how to fly the transition. The transition has two routes, east or west. The route you will take depends upon the runway in use. If the plane are landing westbound, going this way, you will get the east transition, going down this way for you. Because the plane will be at the lowest altitude on the east side of the runway. You will need to fly between the runways and the State Route 143. If the plane are landing eastbound, going this way, then you will get the west transition, going this way, for example, because the plane will be at the lowest altitude on the west side of the runway. You will need to fly between the runways and the I-10. In general, we start the day with a west transition, and by lunchtime, it will switch to the east transition. Let's go over the step to request a transition. From the north, you will need to contact Phoenix Approach on 120.7. From the south, you will need to contact Phoenix Approach 123.7. You will need to request the Bravo transition with your location and destination. Based on my experience, if you give a destination, you will get fly following automatically. But you can just request a Bravo transition to the south or north if you don't want fly following. First, you will get a squad code for Phoenix Approach to identify your position. Then, if the transition is approved, you will be given an altitude and a clearance for the east or west transition. You will need to repeat the instruction given and get to the altitude given. Let's go over how to fly each transition. First, Phoenix Approach may ask you to do the transition via a specific viewpoint. From the north, you have SQAP or Bias to WAPIC, right here. The name of this viewpoint change, and Phoenix Approach may use one or the other. For the south, you have Firebird Lake, right here. This means you need to fly to the given viewpoint, then fly the transition. Those are the only two viewpoints I got in the past. It does not mean they are the only ones. Also, those viewpoints can be used to exit the transition. For example, if you are flying south, they may ask you to fly to Firebird Lake before resuming your own navigation. If Phoenix Approach does not ask you to fly the transition via a specific viewpoint, then you can directly fly the transition. For the east transition, coming from the north, you can use Red Mountain Hohokam stack. And you will need, here, come here, and stay between the runway and state 143. If you are coming from the south, you can use Ahwatukee Golf Course here and Arizona Mill here. And you have the highway right here, and you will need to fly this way. Keep the 143 on one side and the runway on the other side. For the west transition, coming from the north, you have the I-10 stack here. You will fly this way, keep the I-10 in one side and the runway on the other side. If you are coming from the south, you have South Mountain College here, and you will fly this way. Now remember, you cannot access this area. The transition just allows you to fly this way or this way. One important thing about the Bravo transition, which some pilots forget. Once the transition is done and Phoenix Approach tells you to resume your own navigation, you are not allowed in the Bravo airspace, which means that you cannot climb after the transition to your cruise altitude if your cruise altitude will get you in the Bravo airspace. For example, if you did the east transition and you are right here, and Phoenix Approach told you to resume your own navigation, your cruise altitude is 7,500. You can see the Bravo airspace starts at 5,000 feet here. You need to wait before you can climb to your cruise altitude. Now, about the west and east transition you are going to see. The first fly is the west transition to the south with all the Phoenix Approach communication. The second fly is the east transition to the north with only some of the communication. In the second fly, we ask for the VOR DME alpha to Scottsdale, and Phoenix Approach told us to do the west transition first. In this video, you can hear Phoenix Approach telling us to do the east transition via Firebird Lake. That's why I use this video.
Phoenix Approach, Aviator 17, just off Scottsdale, request the Bravo transition to south.
Aviator 17, Phoenix Approach, squawk 5315.
5315, Aviator 17.
Aviator 17, radar contact over Squawk Peak, clear through Bravo airspace via the west transition, maintain 4,500.
Clear through the west transition, maintain 4,500, Aviator 17.
Aviator 17, contact approach 124.9er.
124.9er, Aviator 17.
Phoenix approach, Aviator 17, 4,500.
Aviator 17, Phoenix approach, roger. Aviator 17, leaving Phoenix Bravo airspace, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved, Aviator 17. Thank you.
Aviator 17's ready to contact, cleared through Bravo airspace via Firebird Lake, then east transition, climb and maintain 5,000.
Firebird Lake, east transition, we'll climb and maintain 5,000, Aviator 17.
Aviator 17, contact approach 120.7, good day.
120.7, Aviator 17. Phoenix approach, Aviator 17, 5,000, we have information Quebec for Scottsdale.
Aviator 17, Phoenix approach, roger. Aviator 17, 4 miles from Giltz, turn right, heading 040, maintain 4,000 until established on the final approach course. Clear VOR Alpha, circle runway 21.
Turn right heading 040, will maintain 4,000 until established, cleared for the VOR DME Alpha approach, Scottsdale, Aviator 17.